What up, Dokkanners? We are over 32 days away from the start of the 9-year anniversary. And so in today's 9th anniversary prep video, we are going to be going over all of the EZAs that are coming up during this celebration. There are a whopping 10 EZAs coming up. 10. 3 free-to-play, 7 non-free-to-play, but still 10 EZAs. That's a lot of stuff. So in today's video, we're going to be going over all of those EZAs. Again, I have mentioned these sprinkled throughout my other videos, but I want to consolidate everything into one video so that newer players can see all the hype that's coming up. Veteran Dokkanners can once again be reminded of all the greatness that's coming up. And I just want to have everything in a little bit more of an organized fashion. And we're also going to talk about all the Zenny that's required for it and all that good stuff. So if you guys have been enjoying all of the content on the channel, the news, breakdowns, the gameplays, the shorts, the live streams, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 90,000 subscribers and we're making significant progress, and it is all thanks to you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This goal would be incredible to reach, and if we do that, it would mean so much to me. So thank you guys so much. Continue to hit that subscribe button if you guys have been watching my videos. There will be plenty more good stuff during 9-year anniversary. We are going to be cooking. We're going to be rolling in content. So that being said, let's jump in here. Oh, and also I want to say shout out to all the people who commented on my last video. There were a lot of comments surrounding the superstition of counting your chickens before they hatch. In my last video, I was talking about, how you can pre-farm some of your Dokkan, the medals for the new characters. A lot of people don't like to do that, which is totally fine. Trust me, I am also, I got my own crazy superstitions. I do this crack thing for crying out loud when I summon the wheel, the moon landing. So I get it. So if you don't want to pre-farm, you don't have to, because, you're essentially kind of, I guess, taking away some of the content that you would do during 9-year. But the videos are going to be made for people who might be interested in doing that. So I appreciate the comments. They were hilarious. It was really funny. Everyone's like, Toon's trying to take my luck. Nah, forget that. Forget that. That was not my intention. I promise you. I got my own issues, man. I'm not trying to tank y'all's luck. All right, so let's take a look at the EZAs here. All of these characters already exist, except for Beerus, Frieza, and Gogeta. So I don't think it is a violation of any superstition to have these medals farmed out. If you have any of these characters in their SSR or, pre-final form, you should awaken them. So these are all the medals that are required to awaken these different characters. Beerus and Frieza cannot be farmed or awakened as of yet because they don't exist. So besides those two, everybody else is here. I listed them in chronological order, I think, order of release that JP had it. I am including the STR Autonomous Ultra Instinct because he's part of the 9-year anniversary. Even though he's countdown, he's the warm-up act, but he's a good one. So all of these medals are going to be what you need. It's going to take a lot of time if you don't want to burn your meat or stamina or your dragon stones. I am dropping this video over a month out, so you got plenty of time to work your way through this and get all of these medals farmed out. And also, if you want to do a little bit extra pre-farming, the Bardock Gine and the Paragus Broly, both of these characters are sub EZAs, so their events already exist. Also, the Gogeta is here, but he doesn't fit on the chart because he literally is already awakened when you get him. But you can also pre-farm these two Extreme Z battles. They are permanently available, so they will require stamina. Granted, it's a very small amount, but it's 12, 20, 12, 12. 12 bronze, 12 silver, 12 gold, and 12 rainbow. You're going to need to do this once on the Broly event, once on the Masked Saiyan event, and if you have done that twice, you will have the medals ready to go. You will not be able to awaken the Broly or the Bardock right now, but when they are available to upgrade an EZA, you can instantaneously do it instead of having to then go back and do this. Again, if you don't want to, you don't have to, but this is an option. So now, how much is all of this going to cost? If you guys didn't know, this is the cost breakdown when it comes to EZAing. EZAing, I think, is probably the most expensive thing to do in Dokkan. So to EZA a TUR, it costs you 30.5 million Zenny. To EZA and LR, it costs you 35 million Zenny. So factoring in the 4 TURs and 6 LRs that we've got, we are going to need a whopping 332 million Zenny just to EZA these 9 characters. 10 characters. Why did I write 9? It's supposed to be 10. 10 characters. I don't know how to count. So that's a lot of money, right? And that could put a significant dent in any player's wallet, especially newer players. But the good news is that we are going to have that covered. So just like in my last video, Dokkan is going to be covering us tenfold, not tenfold, but a lot with these Hercule missions. Now, JP got this. I don't see there's any reason for Global to not get this, but I do want to just, point that out. Over 400 million Zenny will be given courtesy of these Hercule missions. Let me actually pull these up right here. They start, I think, during, is that part 2? No, this is like maybe the second week of part 1. that these missions will start to come out. So you get them for awakening the Broly Chilai Lemo. They give the 3-step, 7-step missions specifically for the characters, but then they also provide 7 extra Hercule statues for a full 7-step awakening of each type. Now, the problem with this is that not every single type is covered in terms of 7 steps. The LRs only account for 3 steps. Also, there is no AGL TUR, therefore the AGL side will only get 3 steps awakened. You will have to do a little bit of extracurricular activity if you want to cover all those missions. And then the other thing is, I'm actually not sure about this one. Considering that there are 3 LR physical characters, each one requiring 3 steps, if you were to do 3 steps 3 separate times, would that count as clearing it 7 times? Perform 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps, 4 step, 5 step, 6 step, 7 step. Would that cover all of it? I'm not sure. But yeah, these are all the different missions down here. They even include tech, which we don't have. So even if you don't do these, like let's just say you decide to not do the tech ones, right? And you fail to do some of the other ones. There's like 88 plus 85 something Hercule statues, diamond Hercule statues that you get from this. You will be plenty covered. So there's nothing to worry about there. They totally cover you when it comes to all of the Zenny, because they know it adds up, right? So nothing to worry about there. Speaking of the Gogeta, by the way, the Gogeta does not require any Dokkan Awakening because he will be given to us already Dokkan Awakened. He is the new collectible for the 10-year anniversary. You will be able to recruit all 14 copies of the Gogeta. This is all of the copies that you need to rainbow the character. And you will be given the bronze medals for the Extreme Z Awakening, I think upon first login. You can get bronze by logging in for the first time on Sunday, February 11th. So I think it's like a week into the celebration, or a little bit more than that. You'll get these medals, and then the rest of the medals to awaken the Gogeta will be obtainable, as well as the copies throughout the 9-year anniversary missions. So if we scroll down further, you see all the copies up there, and then you'll see the medals down here. Yeah. So 9-year anniversary part 2, you'll get the silver ones, you'll get the gold ones, and then you'll get the rainbow ones all during part 2. So there you go. Gogeta is covered. So that being said, we are now going to go over every single EZA. I'm going to provide a small amount of thoughts on each one, but for the most part, I just want to go over and reiterate what all the EZAs can do. So buckle in, get ready, and let me know in the comments give me your top 2. What are your top 2 most anticipated EZAs out of all of these different characters? For me, that's a very difficult task because I'm a Universe 7 freak, and so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I got 4 dogs in that race. How am I going to choose between those 4? Here we go. Migote no Gokui. Starting with STR UI Goku, Realm of Gods, 150%. Raises attack and defense for 1. Dude, I hate this thing. Why are you annoying me? Go away. Why do you do this? Thank you. Oh my god. What did I just... Go away forever. What the f? I hate the Dokkan Wiki. All right, anyway, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, disables enemy guard, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers defense. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, disables enemy guard, and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Raises attack for allies by 50% for 1 turn. I kind of forgot some of these abilities, so this is a nice refresher for me. This is my category, y'all. I'm gonna be doing a ton of videos on Universe 7. Attack and defense plus 177, key plus 4, great chance to dodge for 7 turns, high chance to dodge from turn 8 onwards, plus an additional chance to dodge plus 7% before receiving attack per Universe 7 rep self-excluded attacking in the same turn. Oh my god. Plus an additional defense plus 77% for the rest of the battle after dodging, easy. Plus an additional attack plus 77 for the rest of the battle after dodging as the first attacker in a turn, easy. This guy is designed to be your slot 1. Plus an additional key plus 1 up to 7, attack and defense and crit chance plus 11 up to 77 with each attack evaded. Oh my goodness. Wow. There you go. So that is the first of the 10 EZAs. Oh my god, he's so good. All right, moving on. We got the LR Broly Chilai Lemo. So this dropped, I believe, during the latter half of part 1. And this is like the ultimate support character. So movie boss, key plus 4, 150%. Greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes colossal and greatly lowers attack. Massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Now for the passive, attack and defense plus 30% per physical key sphere obtained, excuse me. plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% per physical key sphere obtained, plus an additional key plus 2 per key sphere obtained. All allies key plus 2 attack plus 39% with an AGL or STR key sphere obtained. All allies key plus 2 attack and defense plus 39%. Okay, attack is given from AGL or STR. Defense is given from tech or int. All allies key plus 2 attack and defense plus 15% with a rainbow key sphere obtained. So this can happen in conjunction with one of these two conditions. So no matter what, if you incorporate a rainbow key sphere pickup, you are still providing attack and defense support. I mean, like, what is this? Plus an additional attack plus 39% when launching a super attack. Launches an additional super attack, and movie bosses and super bosses category allies reduce damage received by 10% when key is 24. Stop it. High chance to dodge with 7 or more key spheres obtained. Randomly changes key spheres of a no. Wait. High chance to dodge in general. Guaranteed dodge with 7 or more key spheres obtained. There you go. Yeah, you have a guaranteed dodge with this guy. How insane is that? Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, physical excluded, into physical when HP is 60% or less. Changes all key spheres to physical once only when HP is 39% or less. I mean, come on. You can say that any one of these characters is like the best EZA. They're all good. Bardock and Guinea. Movie heroes 130% lead, massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, raises all allies self-excluded attack and defense by 22% for 2 turns. This is one of those rare abilities that actually serves a very useful purpose in the slot 3. When you've got abilities like this, you're very tempted to put them in the slot 1, but because you now have the added benefit of a slot 2 or a turn 2 support, this makes this a very, very good slot 3 character. Attack and defense plus 122, key plus 4 plus an additional attack and defense plus 122%, and recovers 22% HP if HP is 50% or less from the start of the turn, once only when there is an ally whose name includes Son Goku on the team. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 122% when attacking when there is a bond of parent and child category ally attacking in the same turn. Plus an additional attack plus 122% when there's a movie bosses category enemy, plus an additional key plus 4 attack plus 122, and performs a crit when facing a Frieza. For the active skill, removes all allies status effects and raise all allies attack by 22% for 2 turns when HP is 80% or less starting from turn 4 from the start of battle. Crazy good support. Moving on to Paragus and Broly. This is an extreme int, 130% lead. Really? Oh, I guess so. Okay. Raises defense. Wait a second. Are we sure about that? Am I crazy, or did he not lead? Hold on a second. Oh, well, I'll be. I could have sworn. Okay, maybe I dreamed it. I don't know. Whatever.
What? What are you doing here?
Okay. Broly Paragus raises defense permanently, causes supreme damage, and lowers attack. Very nice. Makeshift damage reduction right there. I like it. Attack and defense plus 150. High chance of launching an additional super attack when performing a super attack. Yes. Reduces damage received by 26% with each super attack performed within the same turn. Yes. Pure Saiyans or joined forces category allies key plus 3 attack and defense plus 50%. Key plus 3 attack plus 180. High chance of launching another additional super attack when there's a Pure Saiyans or superheroes category enemy. This is going to be a very common occurrence from the 9-year anniversary onward with the blue zone. What is it? Blue spectacle, whatever that's coming out. So this is going to be a very, very nice unit. That's awesome. All right, moving on. We got the collectible 10-year anniversary Gogeta. So he's starting off as a TUR. You will get all of the means to EZA him through your missions. And so when you do EZA him, he becomes an attack and defense plus 19% per key sphere obtained nuking lead, recovers 1000 HP per key sphere obtained if character per key sphere of characters type obtained. I see. When you pick up matching orbs, you will get 999. It's 1000. It was faster and easier to say that. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, chance to dodge plus 19% within the same turn. Attack and defense plus 99%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 19% per key sphere obtained, plus an additional attack and defense plus 9% when attacking per key sphere obtained when there is another superheroes or movie heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. Attacks effective against all types with 5 or more key spheres obtained. Performs a crit with 9 or more key spheres obtained. There you go. That's a lot for a free-to-play. And the main thing that I like about this is that it's now set a new standard for free-to-play collectible characters. I wonder if down the road, maybe next year during 10-year anniversary, all preceding anniversary collectible units will receive some sort of a TUR/EZA kind of thing. That'd be pretty neat. I hope they do. LR Blue Dudes. All out struggle, join forces, 170% lead, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage, and lowers attack and defense. Massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage, and greatly lowers attack and defense. Key +4, attack and defense plus 170%. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow when there is another superhero category ally on the team. Wait, why is the highlight thing not working now? Man, I don't understand you, Dokkan Wiki. Now it doesn't work? Okay, well, thank you. Plus an additional key +2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. Plus an additional attack and defense +7% per key sphere obtained. Chance to crit +7% and reduce damage received by 7%, and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack per rainbow key sphere obtained. Up to 3 additional attacks within the turn. So that's kind of the cap. Otherwise, that's insane. Plus an additional attack and defense +70% when key is 18 or more. Performs a crit when key is 24. And when HP is 50% or less, reduce damage received by 70% when attacking once only. This is very nice when you combine this with the active skill, which can be activated when health is 50% or less. You would nerf your defense by 50%, but then give yourself max key and attack +70%. So that is a nice combination. Another Universe 7 boosto. So I like that. I like it. Then we've got Lord Beerus. So this is the free-to-play LR EZA. Planetary Destruction, key +3, 120%. He starts out in his lazy face mode. Unable to attack. Defense +200%. Reduces damage received by 50%, and with each turn passed, damage reduction rate -10%. No more than 50. So the damage reduction will basically wear off in 5 turns. That's how this works. All allies attack +40% during the character's attacking turn, plus an additional attack +10% up to 30 at the start of each turn. Changes physical key spheres to rainbow, plus an additional defense +50% per key sphere obtained. Awakens from slumber, and character intercepts all attacks for 1 turn. Can be activated starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. So that's ultimately the point of the character. You can basically use the target focus effect. That is the new mechanic coming up during the 9-year anniversary. This is the free-to-play version of it. So it's obviously a lesser version of the summonable counterpart, but still this is accessible to all players through free-to-play means. Awakened mode, let's check it out. Raises attack and defense, raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal and seals. Greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal and greatly lowers attack. Key +3, attack and defense +200%. Plus an additional key +3 and reduces damage received by 50% for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Plus an additional key +1 up to 7, attack +11% up to 77 with each attack received. Plus an additional attack and defense +100% with 3 or more key spheres obtained. Reduces damage received by 30% with 5 or more key spheres obtained. High chance to perform a critical hit starting from the turn in which the character received the 7th attack in battle. There's your free-to-play Beerus-sama. Finally, a free-to-play option for people to farm up their various Beerus characters. Thank you. Finally. Also, he is labeled pajamas, and this was a big point of controversy because they had the audacity to label this guy Beerus pajamas, but Fusion Zamasu is not corrupted. So that's funny. Next, we got this guy's a super boss, 77% lead. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage. Key +2, attack and defense +100%. Plus an additional attack and defense +25% with each attack performed up to 100%. Super Boss category allies, key +2, defense +30%. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when HP is 50% or more. Launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. Plus an additional attack and defense +50% and foresees enemy super attacks when there is a Pure Saiyans or Movie Heroes category enemy. This is a great boost. An early boost for Wicked Bloodline. This will be a great boost for the future of that category, especially with the first form Frieza having just released on global. That character is ahead of his time. These sorts of abilities will definitely help in the future, making that category or sets of categories far more effective. This is going to be very, very nice. It's back. Why is it back? Stupid. Moving on. 2 more EZAs. Then I'm going to break the Dokkan Wiki. AGL Migote no Gokui. We have 2 of them, right? So this guy, this is the 6-year LR EZA. We got Royal Blue and we got UI Goku. So Miraculous Awakening, Reps of Universe 7, 180% lead. I'm very surprised they didn't take this opportunity to go 177 because it was a Universe 7 lead. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy. High chance to crit for 1 turn. Raises all allies' chance to crit plus 7% for 1 turn. Massively raises attack for 1 turn. Causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. High chance to crit for 1 turn and raises allies' chance to crit by 7% for 2 turns. Very nice. Oh, there's a lot here. Key plus 7 dodges enemies' attacks for 1 turn upon entering attacking turn once only. Attack and defense plus 200%. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 77% when HP is 77% or more. Chance of launching an additional super attack and chance of dodging plus 77%. Wait, what? I don't even remember seeing this. What? Okay. Okay. It is 77% chance of launching an additional super attack. Do you know what that means? That is an upgraded version of a 30. That's a 38.5 on your hidden potential additionals. But whenever you launch an additional, it is a coin toss. An additional that procs is quite literally a coin toss in determining if it's a regular attack or a super attack. This is a 38.5 on the hidden potential scale in terms of launching a guaranteed super attack. Plus an additional chance of dodging plus 7% within the same turn for every attack evaded. Plus an additional key plus 2 up to 10, defense plus 30 up to 150 for every attack evaded. Bro, stop it. Plus an additional attack plus 77% and performs a crit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. If HP is 77% or less at the start of the character's attacking turn, revives with 77% health, recovered when the character or an ally attacking in the same turn gets KO'd. They have removed the restriction, the condition of getting hit 3 times. Key plus 7, attack and defense plus 77%, starting from the turn in which the character or ally's revival skill is activated. Evades enemies' attacks within the character's next attacking turn after the character's revival skill is activated. Greatly raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Can be done when health is 50% or more, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Did you get all that? Basically, this is one of the best units in the game. And then we got my boy, Royal Blue Vegeta. This is my single most anticipated EZA of the bunch. Powerful comeback, Reps of Universe 7, 180%. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy. High chance to crit for 1 turn. Raises all allies' chance to crit by 7% for 1 turn. Ultra Super greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. High chance to perform a critical hit for 1 turn and raises all allies' chance to crit by 7% for 2 turns. Key plus 7 guards all attacks for 1 turn upon entering attacking turn once only. Attack and defense plus 200%. Reduces damage received by 50% plus an additional damage reduction of 10% within the same turn with each attack evaded or received up to 30%. That's a big upgrade right there. Very nice. Key plus 3 up to 10. Attack and defense plus 30% up to 120 with each attack performed. Launches an additional attack which has a 77% chance of becoming a super attack. That is just stupid. Plus an additional attack plus 77% and performs a crit when activating the active skill or when key is 24 at the start of the character's attacking turn after the character receives an attack 5 or more times in battle. You know, I don't want to spoil it, but this is very emblematic of something from the manga. I don't want to say it. If you know the manga, you know what I'm talking about. Don't spoil it in the comments. But I just love reading this, man. Oh, and he's purple. I'm in love. Revives with 77% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking in the same turn gets KO'd. Key plus 7, attack and defense plus 77%, starting from the turn in which the character or an ally's rival skill is activated. Guards all attacks within the character's next attacking turn after the character's revival skill is activated. Active skill, Causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. Can be activated when health is 50% or less starting from turn 4 from the start of battle. Basically, another one of the best characters in the game. Did you get all that? So there you go. And also, this is the costume change. Migote no Goku. He doesn't get that. Only we get that. And by we, I mean all of us Vegeta fans out there. So there you have it. That is a look, once again, at all 10 of the whopping EZAs that are coming up during the 9-year anniversary. There is so much more hype to come. This is just the EZAs. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more. That is why this celebration is going to be one of the greatest celebrations of all time. And that is why you want to be as ready and able as possible. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, which are your top 2 most anticipated EZAs of all of the 10 that we just looked over in this video. Are you guys ready in terms of awakening all of those characters if you don't have them, or if you already had them but never awakened them? Are you all set with all that stuff? How many Dragon Stones do you have? Who are you more excited for in terms of summons? Is it Beast Gohan or is it Broly? Part 1 is Broly, part 2 is Beast Gohan. Just let me know. Talk to me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.